This is a classic country breakfast dish, biscuits and gravy. I think you're gonna like it and you'll be amazed at how easy it is to make. Let's get cooking with style. What I like about biscuits and gravy, it's really simple and very few ingredients. Let's get the sausage going. I'm going to start with a little bit of oil in the pan here. It's going to be on a medium-high heat. And now when it comes to the sausage, you want to use a skinless sausage. You can use Farmer John's, or if you have a favorite one that has skin on it, you want to make sure you take that skin off. And what we're going to do is we're going to mash this around and we're going to brown this up because we want the little bits and pieces of the sausage in the gravy. So don't worry about keeping it whole, and we'll cook this for about 3 to 5 minutes to just get the sausage browned up. So I'll be doing that, and then we'll come back and get the next step going. So we've got this sausage nice and brown, but we're going to do something here that I really want you to do because we're trying to cook a little bit healthy here. So we're going to tilt the pan this way, and you can see that fat that's in there right now. And I'm just going to stick a paper towel in there, use the spatula here to get most of that grease out of there. I am going to put fat back in, but it's going to be in the form of butter. Get back in there, you. And so we'll take that out, and from that I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of butter and about 1/3 of a cup of flour. And I'm going to melt that in and let that brown just a little bit, and I'll mix that around in with the sausage. And this is what's going to form the gravy. So I'm going to cook this for about another 2 minutes just to kind of get the fat all soaked up into the flour. So we've got about 2 minutes on that, browning up that flour, and now I'm going to add my milk to this. And we're going to go with about 2, maybe 3 cups, and we're going to let this simmer for about 5 to 7 minutes till it thickens up nicely. And then we'll season that. All right, we've got a great little gravy here, but what we want to do is taste it because we haven't seasoned yet. And because it's just flour and milk, you definitely need some salt. I'm going to go with about a half a teaspoon of salt and about 4 or 5 twists of pepper. I think that will be the perfect seasoning for that. And here's the other thing that I really wanted to bring up. I made these biscuits following the recipe off of pancake mix. There's multiple ones out there, but don't feel like you have to. You can go with like Hungry Man or something like that. So let's mix this up. We'll taste it one more time before we serve it up. And I think our biscuits and gravy are ready. That was perfect. I'll meet you over at the counter. One of the things you want to do too is make sure you have your biscuits warm. So if you bake them timing wise, that's fine, but if not, warm them up. And what I've gone ahead and done is I've split one of these up in half. So we've got a nice half there. But I'm going to start by putting just a little ladle of our biscuits or our gravy on the bottom. Then I'm going to take my biscuit and put it on top, and I'll make a nice little pattern like that. Now, my dad used to do this for Christmas. And in addition to the biscuits and gravy, which he would always make the biscuits fresh, we would do scrambled eggs on the side. And because he would put a little extra butter in the biscuits, he didn't need to put the butter on the biscuits. But boy, I'll tell you what, biscuits and gravy, it's an easy way to stretch the dollar, have a really fancy breakfast, or if you want to put extra sausage in, it can be a hearty single meal by itself without the scrambled eggs. So that's my version of biscuits and gravy. If you'd like this recipe from Cooking with Styles, Casual Elegance, go to cbs8.com/recipes. Enjoy.